Okay, this is my session 10 my session 10 teaching memo and assignment video. This week's sessions deals with another very important and not only hot topic, but it's part of your EdTPA. It's part of the Danielson model. It's part of almost every good teaching practice is formative assessment or assessment for learning. Many teachers believe they are doing formative assessment by typical large group questions and answer strategies, or by just walking around the class and observing. If you are charting your observations, yes, I would say that's formative assessment. But if you're just walking around observing and saying, okay, I think 5 kids have got it, I'm going to put them aside, you need to really be keeping track of it. This session you'll read a short piece entitled "The Term Paper Assignment." That's in your assignments. If you, I'm going to go there now. You'll see that this is Marissa's experience. It's about her teacher, Mr. Jones, who gives them an assignment. And he is what I consider, well, a typical teacher. I hope he's not typical anymore, but he was typical when I was going to school, and maybe some of I know I have some older students in my 3 sections, and you probably are experiencing this even now in your college, because this is the way college people, many college professors teach. They don't know how to use formative assessment. They don't know grading practices. They think, if they give too many A's, that's grade inflation. And so rather than having the attitude that, hey, everyone can get an A+, they think, oh, if I give too many A's, that I'll get nailed for grade inflation, which I got chastised once because everybody in one of my sections got an A+, or A-. And I said, hey, everybody in my class can and should get an A, because that's the way I designed the course. All right. In this course, I've tried to model formative assessment by providing exemplars, allowing you to use the rubric to grade those exemplars, giving you feedback, allowing you to take quizzes twice, etc., etc. So you should have no excuse for not knowing how to go about using formative assessment. There's also a ton of formative assessments in my additional course materials. And there's also many formative assessment phone apps or computer apps that you can use on your whiteboard. So there should be no excuse for using formative assessment to change your lesson, to find out who might need reteaching, or if you need to reteach the whole class. What I want to do is you need to watch the Emily video, which is I use this in contrast to the Marissa's experience. And this is a video by Judy Arter, and it's an interview with Emily, who's a student. And I have 2 of her writing pieces embedded in the discussion board instructions, or embedded in the assignment instructions. So, and one of these pieces was written before she took this writing class, and the last piece was written after she finished the writing class. And Judy Arter interviews her after she made a presentation to the school board. Good stuff, a good juxtaposition to the Marissa article and Mr. Jones. All right, assignments for session 10. You should be done revising your selected response test, and you need to upload it, as I mentioned, in the revised selected response discussion board. I will not be giving any more feedback, but that does not preclude you from doing it in your new groups. Remember to download, take, and repost your group mates test to the same discussion board. We're not going to have 2 different discussion boards where you post your test and then in another one you upload your answers and feedback. There's only one discussion board. Upload, take the test, upload it back to your group, and then give feedback. Now, remember again, to get the 5 responses, you're doing your initial post, that's one, that's your test, your revised test, and then you're responding to 5 people. So you're gonna have to go into other groups. So keep that in mind. There, you also need to watch a video, Rick Stiggins video. This is a very simple assignment. You download this worksheet template, and I'll click on it, and I'll open. All right, there it is. So it's just filling out this form, and then there are 4 questions that he asks, or that you should ask as a teacher, that are very clear. So don't go searching for these questions. They're very clear. They come up on the screen. The only questions that come up on the screen without Rick Stiggins' face. So watch that video, and fill out the worksheet as you're doing it. And this is Marissa's experience, which I mentioned. The Judy Arter video should be here as well. I don't see it. That will be there. It's session 21. I'll put it in session 21. It should be there. So that's for the discussion. That's for the discussion board. The Rick Stiggins video is a separate worksheet that is just pass-fail. You upload that. And then there are 2 articles embedded into the discussion board or in the assignment instructions. And they are on grading. So this discussion board is going for 2 sessions, which is on formative assessment and appropriate grading procedures, which is the next session. But these two articles will help you get started on why we shouldn't be giving students zeros. I only give, my lowest grade is a 50. That's failing. That's all I need to give. And other practices that distort achievement you'll learn about. So this is my favorite discussion board. All of them I like, but this one is because you get heated conversations, especially about grading. He should get a 0 because he did nothing, and then giving redos. I'm going to take off half. You only get half credit for a redo. See, aren't I nice? I give redos, but if you get 100, I only give you half of that. A 50? Wow, why should I do it over again then? So anyway, it will have some great discussions, and feel free to disagree with me, because that's what's going to get people defending their opinion and having a great conversation. So I will be talking to you very much in this discussion board. All right, I will see you in one week.